Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the S-Team Podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week for the amazing E3 special, we've got, firstly, Mikey Can't Defend Keating.
Hey, why can I come first for once?
Can you shut the fuck up? And joining me this week is this prick. He just doesn't understand, does he? He doesn't understand when to shut up. He comes first, you come second. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Matty Can't Score Open Goals Modest. After last night. After last night.
Oh, that was fucking ridiculous.
That was the worst miss I've ever seen, and I've watched him miss an open goal.
No, I actually tripped.
Well done, you've lost that title, he's got it now. You should be celebrating. But yeah, as I said, people, it is an E3 special, and we're going to be here for 400 years. But before that, we do that, I've got a song for us, lads.
I'm waiting for it to be like sort of proper cringy.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, yeah, like so
like, Mikey can't sing. Mikey can't sing.
Matty can't reverse the hill high.
I'm gonna play it. And you guys are gonna try and... Are you ready?
Yep.
Right there. Straight away, yeah. For anyone who doesn't know this, I'll just give you a little bit of a chance to listen to it.
Cool disco. This is what it was about. Always at the disco.
I'm gonna just keep playing it until we get to the first bit. Satisfaction in me. Oh, okay, I'm going to stop. So, if you didn't know what that was, it was Elvis versus JXL, a little less conversation. Well, you guys are going to have a think for a minute, aren't you? I'll try and guess what the year was. It was originally, from Elvis's side, recorded in 1972. So, the remix version, which is that one, which I think's better than the original, when did that come out?
1994?
97? Okay,
we're all off on it.
Well, I knew it anyway, so it wouldn't be fair for me to try and guess.
Okay, what was it?
Well, I'm gonna wait for a minute. I'm gonna
just point to the person who's closest.
What did you say?
94.
You said 94. You're locked in at 94. What year are you locked in at? Are you going to change your mind again?
No, 97.
You're locked in at 97?
Yeah.
You guys are way out. It's 2002.
Fucking hell.
I knew it was in the noughties, and I said 2002 to myself, and I was like, yeah, it sounds about right.
Noughties is the 90s, you knob.
Yeah. 90s the 90s, noughties is the noughties, as in the O's.
No, it's not.
It
the
is.
Noughties was the 90s.
It's fucking dumb, isn't it?
It's the 90s?
This is 2002, you fucking mong!
No, we're talking about the...
Noughties, yeah?
Yeah, the noughties is the zeros.
The 90s?
Yeah, the noughties is the zeros, the 90s
You just said yeah, so I'm right!
No, I was the one who said yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, he
Since
said it.
When the fuck did you sound like him? And we're moving off and you're not moving?
Yeah, he got it wrong. I said it was me and you were right, it was him. You just got confused as which one who said it. Anyway, let's get on to E3, shall we, people? Shall we?
Yeah.
No. We do it because we might as well get on with it. I apologise if this takes a while, people. It's just that I've got to load tons of stuff, and it might take a while. Mikey couldn't have opened them before we started, but you know, hey ho.
It's up to that same podcast without a fucking Jaffa cake being open, you know.
But it wouldn't be without something being wrapped open while we've started, you know.
Oh yeah.
But
that's true.
If you're wondering how this is going to work out, people, I'll give you a quick synopsis while we're doing this. Thank you. We're going to start in conferences, so we're talking about Bethesda first. Then we'll talk. I'm alright. And then no, I'm okay. Just give it to him. And then we'll talk about EA. Then we'll talk a little bit about Xbox One. And then we'll talk about EA, Ubisoft, and PlayStation. And we've got our games that we're going to talk about, and one DLC each. I mean, Mikey's talking about 2 games, admittedly, but that's only because he knows more about one than we do. A lot more. So, we're going to talk about the first game that came up from Bethesda, and that is Fallout 4, gents.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I just want to get to the bottom of this. Why do you not like Fallout 4?
Fallout in general. Ooh,
Why do you not like Fallout then?
Because I got. That's on my box.
You can have that.
Yeah, I got.
Eat that now. Okay, because I don't want to see it again. Right, so anyway, as you were saying, next time just give it him, yeah? Don't throw it him. I might have one. So go on, why do you not like Fallout 4? You know what? You're hopeless. I'm going to talk about Fallout 4. Anyway, Fallout 4, basically, if you haven't seen, everyone lost their crap over this. And I've got to be honest, I've never played Fallout before.
Shit.
Or Fallout of any sort, but I'm actually impressed by this.
Why?
The reason why I'm impressed by this, why my Kindle decides to do something strange, is because it's just a bit different from what we're used to. I know you guys are looking at me thinking, well, what's the point of that? It's because I'm branching out in the game world and trying different things. I might end up hating it. You're right.
I did with FIFA.
No, you don't. But why do you not like Fallout, Matty?
Right. When Fallout 3 came out, I tried it. Got stuck in the first mission. Rage quit. Never tried it again.
So you got stuck
you got
in
stuck
the
on
actual fucking vault.
Yeah.
How the
You
hell?
got stuck in the vault.
I got lost.
How do you get stuck in the vault? There was arrows pointing you in the direction you need to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my! I can't do this anymore.
And he's gone. And if you want a position on the S-Team podcast, how did you get lost on foot? How did you? He's crying in there right now. But how did you get lost?
I can't fucking remember. All I remember is getting lost, getting stuck in a freaking dark room, trying to get out, and yeah, couldn't get out.
You gave up after what? How long did you buy for?
2.5 fucking hours trying to get out of the fucking vault.
And you gave up because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're buying Fallout 4 then.
Fuck off now.
You're buying Fallout 4.
No.
You're buying Fallout 4. You're buying a Fallout game.
Fine.
But you have to buy one because that's not fair. That's just playing it for 2.5 hours and going, no. Apparently, there are going to be all sort of mod supports in this on the Xbox One, the PS4 as well. I love the way that you can do visual, where you can create the look of your character. I haven't seen something go into that detail since the game face from EA, really, to be honest. And I think it's
Mikey's back from crying his eyes out.
It's pretty impressive, to be honest.
I'm not even joking. You're gonna send me to a fucking mental breakdown one of these days.
And I'll be in there with you. Hello, Mikey.
I'll be fucking holding on to it, my god. Yeah,
Apparently, though, I was looking at this. It says the person or people that you create. The developers have said they've recorded 1,000 of the most popular names, so characters in the game can be able to say it. So you can be called Jack, Mikey, Matty. They're all popular names. So
shitface.
So if you're called I don't know, Turtle Beach, you're probably not going to be mentioned in it. Something like that. If anyone's called Mercedes, they might get away with it because that's
if
a common
she's American.
name. If she's
No.
or from Liverpool,
Or from Germany.
or lives in Hollyoaks.
We just want to.
There's all sorts of crafting and stuff in the game. There's 50 base weapons. There's 700 weapon modifications. All Call of Duty fans have just gone, there! That many!
Here we go, Fred!
So they get 2.
No, they get the third on if they get the DLC.
No, it's like that. What? I don't have to use a pair to get the extra attachments. What's going on?
And,
I need to phone in today, okay? Hey, I've just been online and someone just told me you can get 70 pegs and 70 attachments. What's going on here?
also, I'll be honest, it is funny. Like, the only reason why I'm trying to stop him is because we've got that much stuff to go through. It's like, no, keep your Jaffa cakes. He's the only one who can make himself laugh that loud, and it was him that was saying. Apparently, you can add armor, chemicals, and food. And everyone's saying it's basically like Skyrim, but on mega steroids.
What's that for?
Fallout, yeah. Apparently, that's the way it's going to be.
But
Basically, it is.
punched with a small.
What do you have against Fallout? Because I know you don't like it. But I
To be
don't
honest,
know why.
I played Fallout 3 and I made it out the vault and I did a bit of the campaign.
You did a bit of the
No,
campaign.
this bit of the campaign was walking one step down the road.
No, I've actually done a bit.
Shut up for a minute.
I actually did quite a bit.
But what? Why did? So what was
I
it?
did.
that
I played a bit in New Vegas,
Mm.
so it's not just the
That was
one
a separate
game.
game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
No, it was the last one launched before Fallout 4.
Oh.
but there's one after it. Basically.
No.
The others were DLCs.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
So what was it then? What was it that stopped you from liking Fallout?
I don't know. I like the whole like Sky. Like you said, it's
I love
like
the
Sky.
premise. I love the premise of Fallout.
Yeah, I like the how the story to it. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't grip me as where Skyrim does.
But it's more for like
It's,
Fallout's more not about the story though, is it?
no,
It's not though really. I mean, I know where you're coming from,
like
but from what I know, and
the
admittedly,
choices and stuff.
there is one piece of news though I've got with this, and it came out after E3, and it is to do with Fallout 4. And if anyone ever comes up with an idea to buy a game in this way, you are an absolute genius. Someone loves Fallout 4 so much, but they also like drinking a lot. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? And he collected 2,400 bottle caps, you know, that you get from glass drinks and stuff, and he gave them to Bethesda. He said, "Is that enough for me to buy this game?" Bethesda accepted the payment of 2,400 bottle caps.
You're joking.
He set 2,000, and anyone else who tries to do that now will not do it. But that guy, everyone now either loves that guy for that or hates him for the fact that they didn't come up with that idea themselves. Do you know what I'm going to do for F1? I'm going to get all flipping manufactured badges and stuff and send it into Co-Masters.
Hi, you don't mind, do you?
You don't mind, do you?
Listen, yeah.
No, you can turn around and sod off. Well, I think, you know,
No,
I'm looking forward to Fallout. I actually am. I'll wait and see what happens. It's not going to be. It's not on the. It is on my list of games that I want to get, but it's not at the top. There are a lot in front of it, including this one that I'm about to talk about. Because Bethesda got another game coming out. They got two actually, but this is the one that I'm interested in. You ever played Dishonored?
Heard of it, looked at the demo. That's the one with the Skull Ninja, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the
And
one
the
that I sent to you
and the
two.
shadow.
Basically, the story behind Dishonored one is basically you're a god, but
You play
your
as
wife gets killed.
Corvo.
Yeah, you're like a mercenary or something like that.
No,
or a guard, something like that. It's a guard.
You're a guard of the Queen, and the Queen
Yeah,
gets
that's
killed.
Queen gets killed.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert. But and obviously you go in and then you get the blame for it. So obviously the whole premise of the story is you just get revenge. You
Well,
go after each person. No.
It's sort of, you don't so much get the blame, but the blame is shifted onto other people, and then you go after the person who eventually sets that all up. The second one carries on from that, and the Queen's daughter who survives, depending on the endings that you do in the first one, you can now play as either Corvo in the second one, or you can play as Emily, who's now grown up, who's the one that you've seen in the trailer.
She has the powers of Corvo.
And she's got they got different powers, but she's been like trained in that sense. And it says here, it's like you can, to begin with, you split between the two characters, and then it gets to a point, and it's quite early on in the game. It says that, and this is a quote here from the devs. They say, "There's this very dramatic moment where you can choose which one to continue with, either Emily or Corvo, and then you play as that character for the rest of the game. You don't play as the other one." Which I think is a really good way of doing it.
I wonder if one of them kills each other.
No,
Or one of them.
no, because Corvo looked after Emily.
Oh, fair enough.
So I mean, if I had the choice, honestly, I mean, I loved Corvo, so from the first one, I've watched the gameplay and stuff of it, and I absolutely love it. I'll probably play as him first, and then play as Emily later. But that is a game I'm getting. I think it looks incredible, to be honest. I mean, what do you think, Mike? Because I know I've shown you the trailer. I don't know if you've watched it, like.
I'll be honest, I never really had the chance to play Dishonored one. But I looked at it, it is. I've watched like the guys from the Yardcast play and stuff, and
yeah,
it looked quite interesting. I think how Tom's played it, I don't know, but it looks quite good.
I think I'm going to get it, to be honest.
But at the moment, I'm more of a debatable sort of. My money situation really isn't, as like it's quite limited in what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's a first-person game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another game that they're bringing out is Doom. I've got nothing to talk about on that, so let's move on. I've never cared for Doom. I don't know what the fuss is all about. We're going to talk about Xbox One for a bit, because they are the next ones that came up.
Great.
And well, Mikey, centre stage is yours, mate, on Halo 5.
Well,
Or do you want me to talk about Forza for a little bit before you
talk
think of
about Forza.
I'll talk about Forza for a bit then, so that you can gather your thoughts.
What thoughts?
He's got more thoughts about Halo 5 than you have thoughts about your balls.
I think about my bollocks quite a lot, thank you very much.
I think about quite a lot.
It's quite weird how he thinks about his balls more instead of it. I'm not finishing that sentence up. So, anyway, as I was saying, Forza Motorsport. Oh, by the way, Fallout 4 comes out in October the 10th, I think. Let me double check my notes. I do actually have it listed. And Dishonored comes out in the spring of 2016.
At the moment, mate, it's debatable. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, November the 10th is Fallout 4.
Okay.
And now, Forza 6, as I was saying, comes out on the September. What do you... And I know from his point of view, he is a Forza fan.
I love
Or he
Forza.
was a Forza fan. I'm pointing at him, not you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I love it.
I know you do. And you two both played it because you were Xbox not so long ago.
Still am.
Anyway,
I'm half and half for 50-50 on my dad's Xbox. I own half of it. So.
Yeah, but you're still PlayStation.
You're 75, 25.
Yeah, 75.
You're 99, you're 100 to 0. Or you can get chucked out that window and we will happily escort you through.
Okay,
it.
I'm 99-1. Shush.
Thank you.
That's not good enough, Matthew. It's 99-4.
Wait, what? Forza Motorsport's coming the 15th of September. I watched the gameplay, I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty impressive.
Really?
I watched it and I was sat there and they were showing the Ford GT going around one of the tracks, can't remember which one it was. I've got to be honest, they've done pretty well turn 10.
Of the action.
Even the latest one they had out before, that's brilliant.
Horizon
Not
even
Horizon.
though 5.
Yeah.
No,
Horizon
5 was terrible.
I like it.
It's a
Five
great
was shit.
5 was it had like 60
It was
cars in it.
It was no.
You can drive around Top Gear Test Track, which is something I've wanted to do my entire life.
Why don't you just buy Gran Turismo? You like Gran Turismo?
I
I
used
do
to play
realise
Gran
Gran
Turismo.
Turismo.
Came out at the same time as Forza as well.
This is the thing, right?
But coming back to this Forza 6, because we could get lost in Gran Turismo Forza battles for 400 years. He knows that, and I'm not going into it.
Forza 5 was only good for drifting. End of.
They were showing all the
And drag racing. That was a good one.
they were showing that all the destructible environments and stuff like that, which I'm not really fussed about. But
In Forza.
in Forza 6, they were showing that like when you actually crash into a brick wall, it makes a point of actually looking like a brick wall that's been crashed into.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, not like Project Cars has been doing for the last 2 months. But it does, and the one thing that everyone's been banging on about, and I don't understand this, and I don't know whether it's just Xbox fans who've been doing this, they're going, Forza 6 has dynamic weather.
Sorry, they've actually someone implemented. Right there, the last time I checked, Need for Speed did that 10 years ago.
Can I just say one thing?
Fucking hell.
The British touring car game for PlayStation 1 back in 1997 had
thing.
dynamic weather. Oh, that's why I look
GT also had that.
GT4 got it. GT4 got
What
it.
else had it? Oh, that's right, Horizon had it.
Formula
Yeah,
One.
how the hell has it took him this long to go? I did that one as well.
He's got a point. He's got a point. You know.
I played Horizon and I had rain.
No offense to Turn 10. You know, Horizon was a brilliant.
It wasn't Tier 10 that made Horizon.
Wasn't it?
That's why.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Who made it? I don't know who made it. You
I
see.
can't remember. But they did a big fucking better job.
The thing with Horizon is whoever made it, like, they spoke about it and they said, I was watching the gameplay and I was like, it's not the most spectacular looking game I've ever seen. It's not the best game I've ever played. But lots of people liked it because it was fun. And I was like, well, fair enough. If it's a fun game, then I can understand that.
Was it called? Fun and Addicting?
That's a different kettle of fish.
When you have a super impressor that can go a 22B that can go faster than
Let's
Ferrari
not
GT4.
go there, Mike, because we got a lot to go through.
Oh, it's just
But they were talking about saying there's 26 destinations and over 450 cars. The one thing that got me though is that they've got 24 car multiplayer, which is something that I've not seen before in a game. I mean, Project Cars has got 16, which tends to be the norm.
F1 games always had 16.
Always had 16.
Battlefield has.
I'm talking about racing games, not.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
I don't give a fuck
bit
about
multiple
Battlefield.
I heard Battlefront has more stuff as well.
I'm going to get to Battlefront later, but there's 26 destinations. Not bad actually. Over 450 cars.
Decent.
That's a pretty good list, to be fair to them. 200 of them will be Vauxhall Colours variants.
XR, SXI.
The one good thing
Life.
I'll give about Forza is that when they say they're going to release something at some time, they'll release it at that time.
Even if it doesn't work.
Even if it, yeah. But it's not like Gran Turismo developers at Polyphony Digital like, yeah, we'll release it as a launch title. 5 years later, oh, it's launched now. Here we go. No worries, lads. At least we got it done in the end. I give them credit. They do some good things, but they do some daft stuff, and that dynamic weather's another one. I guarantee anyone who goes and buys Forza Motorsport will go, that's not as good as Project Cars.
Oh, by the way, Halo 3 ODST also had dynamic weather in it. And that was 2008. No, 2009. I do apologise.
So go on,
So
Mikey.
yeah, it only took Microsoft 6 years ago. Oh shit!
It's a bit more than 6 years, isn't it?
Oh, 6
First
years.
Forza came out in 2005.
No, I'm talking about
Dynamic
thingy.
weather.
Dynamic. Well, fair enough. The first 2, 3 didn't have it, and then
7
ODST
years
had
back,
it.
right?
Just no 4 did.
No, but they're the same game studios that do them. It's like one half the office was doing ODST, the other half's doing Forza. And you can tell someone like, hey, just want to use this weather system? Nah, mate, we're too good for that. Then like, hey, has he still got them weather semantics? Hey, have you still got them things for Halo?
Fuck off, no.
No. Oh, fuck, no. Nice one.
Speaking of Halo, I've talked about Forza for a bit. I'm looking forward to Forza. You got to let us know how that goes because I know you're going to buy it, Matt.
Yeah.
Mikey,
Our resident.
Halo 5 then. Sadly, I haven't actually got anything on Halo 5.
You know what, mate? You'd love it. Wait,
No, I mean I haven't got. I'm saying I haven't got anything.
If I had an
News
Xbox One and I had the Master Chief Edition, and if I said to you, here you go.
I know. I've always liked the look of Halo.
You would like it.
I've always liked the
you
look
would
of it.
love
Addicted
it.
to it as well.
You
Yeah, I
will.
know.
It's one of them games. Even if you're not a big shooter, you play it. It's just a story. Like the story. It's got that mix of everything. But yeah. Okay. Halo 5 Guardians is set about a year after.
After the events of 4.
Yeah, or 6 months after the whole Spartan Assault story. Don't know if you've heard about that.
No.
The multiplayer on Halo 4 is set 6 months after the events of the campaign. Anyway, basically, Chief's got A1.
Yeah.
And his team have as well. But the whole premise of the story is obviously ODST player Joe Buck.
Yeah, he's a
Spartan now.
Yeah.
And I've listened to the audiobook that follows on to how he becomes a Spartan. I recommend it for anyone. Halo New Blood it's called. Anyway, basically, Locke, who's the main character, that'll be one of the characters you play as, is basically looking for Chief, and they want to obviously
Kill him.
basically want to catch him. Whereas Chief and Blue Team, his team of Spartans, are trying to get obviously to where they need to go.
Why are they looking for him?
No, because basically what Chief's trying to do,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
supposedly is, spoiler alert, as you might know, I don't know if you played Halo 4.
I was halfway through it.
Joy to tell you. In the Halo 4, you're fighting the Didact on this gravity bridge, and obviously Cortana's had to sacrifice herself to go into the system. But as you're going to yank her out the console, the Didact blows it up. You obviously see like, oh shit. So you go to fight the Didact. obviously with the with a nuke, and he obviously starts like strangling you, putting you over the edge. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake, here's the end. This is great, isn't it? But then, because Cortana's already in the system, she's technically still alive. She's going through rampancy. Which, for those who don't know, apparently the AI after 6 years, they go
It's
nuts.
like decode and like breaking.
They basically overthink everything so much they kill themselves. But anyway, so she distracts the Didact. Obviously, you pull them back, saving Chief's life. So Chief gets through one of the sticky grenades that they have, runs and pelts it into his chest, blows his armour up and everything. He's obviously struggling, falls off the bridge. But due to that, Chief can barely move. He can only crawl to like the nuke because it's on the gravity bridge. Obviously, Didact falls into the whatever they call it, like some machine that's trying to just exterminate humanity. And he just as he puts the nuke on, Cortana saves Chief, like in a bubble. But doing that, she's really killing herself as well. Because she's using everything she's got left. And obviously they have a little chat and stuff, and obviously she's like, oh, you're home, John, and all this, and just walks off and just disappears. But basically the point in Halo 5 is Chief's trying to find every possible way of getting a Cortana back, because there's rumours saying he can. So he's trying to find this part that he can rebuild Cortana with his old Spartan team, but at the same time Locke and Oni are trying to catch him. So but what you'll be able to do is obviously there's the new weapons like the DMR battle, like all them. They've been given a new look. Got new sights, new this, new that. They've also got use like squad commands. So like your squad actually do as they say on the screen, or go over there, Mickey or something. He just stands there for about 6 hours. Like, they actually kill on this one. So basically you get to control both the Chief and Locke, and basically it's one of them. You'll be probably start a mission as a Chief, halfway through change to Locke, and you'll be like sort of following him, sort of catching up or losing him. So you basically, it's one of them. You're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. But the player, what I know about the multiplayer is basically,
I've seen some of the multiplayer games.
It looks quite good. It actually looks quite good. You've got stuff from Reach, like jetpacks, stable, all that sort of gizmos and whatever. But yeah, personally, I'll miss the old weapons, but I'll be getting it. I will be getting it.
Without an Xbox One.
Yeah. In my new house, I'm getting that. I'll have a 32-inch Xbox One, PS4. Bring it on.
Where's the money coming from, Mikey?
Work.
Let's not go into personal life now, Matty. We're doing an E3 special.
Sorry.
Not my fault, you do dogging.
But
no, but seriously though, I think I'd be quite interested if you could.
I'm not going to get it simply because I don't want to get an Xbox One. Not because I don't like an Xbox One. I just think it's too expensive for me.
Say if us 3 go off like right.
Okay. Let's not go there. Let's go into.
Okay.
Let's not go there because we haven't got time. And plus, we want to talk about E3 because that's what the people want to hear. But I appreciate that from Mike. He did well. Did well. That's his first one, people. So over to Matty because EA was next.
Battlefront, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing about it. Well, not that much.
You didn't Google anything, did you?
I fell asleep.
You actually did. It's a good job. It's a good. Now you see, the thing is, I didn't prefer anything.
Did you play the first Battlefront?
I played the first 2, 3.
Wait there a minute.
No,
right.
Is it Battlefront you're talking about?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Oh,
With him, I knew I wouldn't have to prepare anything because he'd be able to sort himself out because he knows enough about Halo anyway. I thought maybe Matty could be able to pick the gauntlet up and show that he's a competent co-host
and
underneath
pick up
Mikey.
the saber and everything.
Yeah.
Rally the troops.
Instead, he picked it up and shoved it through his neck. It's a good job I'm behind you, isn't it? And I've got something to talk about.
And he's got the medikit, like, wrap me up.
I'll just leave him there.
Just leave me to die on the battleship.
You even said you got on the fucking battleship, never mind.
That's what
He's stuck on half.
Oh, come on, not that crap.
The saber doesn't work. Ah, shit.
Use the force, Matty, and if that doesn't work, well, you're fucked. And if that doesn't work either, try turning it off and on again.
Hi, this is Lightsaber Support. Luke speaking.
Hey, that didn't work! But they were... So this comes from a multiplayer standpoint. They were talking about Star Wars Battlefront here. And they were talking about one of their job in this demo that they were part of was to escort two AT-AT walkers as they moved towards the rebel base, and they had to take control of uplinks as they're going towards the rebel forces in order to stop the air assaults coming in from the TIE fighters and stuff like that, etc, etc. Even though the gameplay demo showed Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in the free conference, I'll have that in a minute. Those two weren't available to play on the demo, which is fair.
Which is good, I reckon.
Yeah, just tease everyone. That's the best way to do it. This guy got to choose from two snowtroopers, and he got stuck with one or two choices because he wasn't allowed to use all the abilities. So the two that he had was a super jump that helps traverse long distances to get to the enemy, and the other one was an implosion grenade that helps in tight spots. He says it literally helped in the tightest of spots possible, apparently. So he said you could throw it in a trench or a small room and it's strong enough to get rid of a few rebel soldiers. He said that apparently it's exactly what you'd expect from a large-scale online multiplayer battle.
Really?
It's exactly what you'd expect.
It's a 32-man lobby, I know that. Also, in the lobby you can show everything from ATT walkers,
TIE fighters, you can fire TIE fighters.
You can do, the snow fighters, the ones that they replicate one. You can control them, so you can work as a team. You can also work as like a squadron in the air, so you can have like a 4-team sort of whizzing around. You can have, you can actually customise your own character. That's the cool thing. Like you can have a human, or you can have a like that. You can have a Wookiee, but if you can't get a Wookiee, well, you know what I'm.
Says here.
Wookiee squad.
Says here you can either fly as a TIE fighter or man the guns on the AT-AT. And he was able to try out both. And he said you can't use either feature forever because the timer gauge ticks down.
Oh, there's a timer gauge on it.
So,
for fuck's sake.
He said apparently he loved he was playing as a TIE fighter. Instead of trying to battle with all the aerial opponents he was up against, he went to help out his comrades on the field, and then he crashed into the ground. But
Nice.
he did use the arsenal of the AT-AT, and he said it was freaking incredible. He felt like a god, just like mowing people down. But he said he said he wished he could have stayed there in the AT-AT, but apparently he was required to go to the ground. So apparently you can't stay in everything forever. Which I think is a good thing, because it stops people hogging the AT-AT all the freaking time.
Unless that was just for the demo to
It
allow
might be
people
just
to
for
have that go.
It might be, yeah.
Hopefully it is.
Apparently he couldn't make it to the end because the first one, AT-AT, fell at the halfway mark, and the second one got extremely close to the rebel base, but then, because he suffered that many casualties, they couldn't get him there in the end. So yeah, that sucks to be him.
If it's anything like the old two games, which I'm hoping it is, it'll be brilliant.
Mm.
Remember the old space battles on number 2? Freaking hell, they were brilliant. Hopefully they've got something as big as Coruscant on it.
Wow.
Or the Death
There's
Star.
two things I could talk about here, and I'm just still debating which way round I want to talk about first. I could either talk about one game, which is not my main game, but is something I want to talk about anyway, or you can talk about Need for Speed.
Your main game.
Do you want to talk about your game?
Well, it's a game that all three of us will, well, I know me and you will be getting it.
Go on then, talk about it.
So basically, I've in the last 2 months become a fanboy of this game. He knows exactly what I'm on about.
Oh, I think I do.
And BioWare are genuinely the only people in the world who could show off a game, make you excited for it, and then a couple of days later make you realise, hang on a minute, they didn't show you Call. So, if anyone's seen anything of, my God, what are you doing? But
Supplying the troops.
well, if you take, no, so I'm okay. Just stand. That'll do. Yeah, okay. I like them sweets, but. As I was saying, Mass Effect Andromeda was shown at the 100% start of the EA. Leave it!
Keep talking.
I'm trying to talk, but I can't when you're throwing stuff at him. Hurry up. Done. Don't give him any more.
Oh, shit.
Don't try, because he'll just drop it again. And Mass Effect Andromeda, people, is the fourth one, Mass Effect 4, whatever you want to call it. And they were showing off all the artwork and stuff for it from the trailer, and they were showing the trailer. What did you think, Mike? Because I know you're a Mass Effect player like myself. Admittedly, you're a much more seasoned player than I am. If you don't know what he's doing, people, he's nodding his head very nicely.
Mind blowing.
I think
It looked. I thought it was good how they had the 60s music in there though.
Johnny Cash, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was quite good. Like,
which I've now downloaded onto my iPod.
the first you think, oh, it's going to be one of them.
I didn't expect it.
No,
I didn't expect it to be Mass Effect, and then the N7 comes out of the trailer. You're like,
right, no, you see him in the suit, like, what the fuck? He's like some sort of random. You turn around, you see him walking, and then you see the N7. It's like, oh
shit!
It's like, that is it. Tactical!
Game's not uploaded, the pre-order thing. It's not there yet.
It's like 70 emails. You have requested to know when Mass Effect is out.
Now we're talking about, well, obviously BioWare came up and they had an interview with the developer, with the directors, and they were talking about, oh, it's got them. You know, there's the Mako, and you've got control of the Tempest, and they were telling all this. Turns out that survey actually turned out to be true. That we spoke about a couple of months back.
What survey?
Remember we spoke about a survey of the game actually being leaked?
Yeah.
Part of that ended up being true. They got it spot on saying it was going to be part of Andromeda. So fair play to whoever found that survey and got it out there. I know it was Reddit the original subpost came from, but... Matty, you're not a Mass Effect player.
Nope. Never had the chance to play it.
Never had the chance to play it. Are you getting it? It doesn't come out till next year. There isn't a release date, they just said holiday 2016. That'd better be frickin' Easter holidays, otherwise I'm gonna lose my plot.
Joe, what we'll do is if it's a multiplayer one, we'll walk through it with you.
No, it's a multiplayer in the fact that it's player versus enemy rather player versus player. Like the old Mass Effects.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Which is so
just the three of us as a team.
I might play the old ones first.
I would.
You can pick it up on Amazon for, what, the trilogy for 30 quid?
I'll do that.
Mate, I'd get it every day of the week.
Yeah.
Get it.
There's no word on a remaster.
First one
There's
can
no
be boring. But
no, you get lost quite easily on the first one.
That's the thing. But like, it's quite good.
And the problem that you've got in the first one is because it was 2007 when it first came out, it lags like a bitch.
Couldn't I just watch all the theatre stuff on YouTube and get the different
Trust
story?
me, no. Although the way that I got introduced to Mass Effect is I was watching a PlayStation Access video and they're saying the 7 most shocking things, and one of the things that came up was Mass Effect, and it was showing you the battle between the Krogans and how they're fighting genocide.
Yeah.
But it was, and I thought, well, that looks interesting. And then one of the romance video things came up, and I thought, Jack came up, and I thought, I'll watch that, and then that's what got me into it. Would you believe it?
Not two fucking super things having a go at each other. You getting off of a serial killer. Yeah, nice one, Mel. Yeah, fucking great, mate.
Well, you don't actually see anything, to be fair. It's just the way. It's just the way that the characters interact and everything. I was like, that's pretty good, and I like the little how you can choose what dialogue you can pick as well.
It's like that on Witcher now.
It's like that's Dragon Age uses the same thing.
I hated Dragon Age.
The problem with Dragon Age Inquisition, the latest one, is that they didn't get it right.
I haven't played Inquisition, I played the first two.
That comes out holiday 2016. Star Wars Battlefront, by the way, comes out on 20th November. Comes out on the 17th in America, though. Only because... Only because America's game release date is a Tuesday and ours is a Friday. What? I mean, to be fair, we did get Captain America 3 weeks before they did.
Oh yeah.
Now, Mikey,
Yo.
you might want to sit up.
No, I need to lie down and make me back.
We need to talk about Need for Speed now.
Yeah, but...
And they can't hear you from here, mate. Up you come! Up you come. You can sit back down in a minute. Alright, you can get back down. No, go on.
I got the need.
You're not Top Gun.
I am.
You're not Maverick.
You'd be the last person I'd jump in a jet with.
You jumped in the car before and that was bad enough.
Yes, the car was only going 25 miles an hour or 30 depending on the road.
So go on, Need for Speed.
200 odd mile an hour through the fucking air. Go, hey Mike, do you reckon we turn left here? Yeah, there's like 4 different planes on each side, yeah. No matter, you keep going straight.
Go, Mikey!
Need for Speed. Be honest with you, I've watched the gameplay.
There's gameplay out.
Thank you, Mike, for finishing my words off. I don't blame you.
Push the pillow down. Please.
Do you not look? Do you not look for things?
Are you going to push or what?
No.
I saw the first trailer, in the dark. The cars going around the
The
corner.
30-second one.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then E3 came out and you thought, nah, there's not going to be anything about it there.
E3 2 weeks ago.
Honestly, I've had no time.
That's a lie.
Matty.
That's a lie.
Because I know I have to spend some FIFA with you two.
I'm Batman.
Okay, maybe Batman.
I'm with you.
I'm with you, yeah. No time, Matty.
I'll watch it now, hold on.
No, you're not watching it now.
No, you won't. You fucking won't.
So you're saying about the gameplay?
Anyway, from a colleague that has sort of made a notice.
Of course I have, you know me.
Unfortunately.
I watch everything.
Fucking chair, by the way. Yeah.
I know.
It's not. Anyway, yeah, Need for Speed. We've seen if it's got the GT86 or the BRZ for people who like to comment on which is.
Or the ski on FRS if you really want to go into detail.
Yeah. Anyway, you can see the guys. Obviously, they customise it only a little bit though. Obviously,
The customisation. That's the thing that gets me about this. The customisation options that you can do in this game is better than the crew, and that's saying something.
Oh, the true is shit.
Not when it was first shown
instance.
and we all looked at the crew and thought that was incredible. And then we look at this and you actually see them do it rather than being told what's going to happen.
yeah.
And you're like, you can customise wheel hubs for crying out loud. You can customise wheel nuts for crying out loud.
You can have the red, white, and blue. Or
Yeah.
possibly the black if you want.
Red, white and blue on a Nissan.
Or
Well, it's red and white, it's close enough.
it's got 2 colours in there. No, but yeah.
The gameplay that they
You
showed
see
was
the detail. You see drift
attack, yeah. Which you
The
thought
camera-
originally was
The
the
general
actual general gameplay, but I made a point. It's not like they didn't make it clear, but if you don't see it, fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't notice the whole drift thing in the corner, but
So there's your drifting game that you've been waiting for.
Yeah, it looks quite fluent to be fair. You're not stuck, no stucky or anything like.
It was alpha footage as well.
Yeah, no,
But alpha footage,
it wasn't
looked pretty-
sticking. If you get me.
Yeah.
Usually you expect it for alpha footage if you go around the corner at some speed. It did say like 60. You'd think, it starts sticking a bit. Clean, just clean.
I mean,
And it kept going and everything.
they have had
Right.
3 years to do this. They've had 3 years to do this game, and you think, well, it's going to come out,
Yeah,
and it's going to
I've
be.
also been following them on the Instagram and stuff. I don't use Instagram because obviously it's connected to Facebook.
I don't use Instagram
Because I like
it's
Need
just
for
sad people.
Speed on Instagram. I won't even lie to you. The detail of the pictures is ridiculous. How good it is.
I always worry about
I was
them
looking at
pictures.
it, right, and it had a picture of a blue one, blue ski on Toyota, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they had beaded on the car.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? I was showing my mate, he's not really much of a race fan. He's into his, like, cars and stuff like that, but he's not massive on it. But he loves games. He's like a proper big gamer. And one of the guys in work, and he looked at him and went, fucking hell, that looks really good. That actually looks class. Like, it's just the detail. Like you can even paint each wheel rim different.
Well, they've been able to do that for a while.
Yeah, but it's not really worked that well.
No.
You could do like the front one and the back one.
Yeah, that's true.
But like each individual one. So
and there's a story with it, and they're doing it in the please don't, and they're going back to the old story way of doing it, where you'd race and then it would jump to a cutscene, but it was a real life cutscene, how they used to do it. So that's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to playing it. That comes out on the 3rd of November.
So me and you will be in that queue getting that.
Yep. And him too. But I'm really looking forward to it. You looking forward to it when you see it? He's nodding his head, people, if you can't.
I actually think I have seen it bits.
We'll show it to you in a minute, just to remind you.
Mm.
Of the beautiful textures and corners.
There is a problem with Need for Speed, though. There's one problem.
No first person.
No, it's not that. I'm not bothered about that.
Oh, don't tell me it's no other Japanese cars.
No, it's not even that. It's the file size.
Oh, how big is it?
It's not as big as GTA.
Yeah, I've only got like 4 bits of cake left.
Yeah, you're going to need to delete some stuff again, man.
I already have.
You're going to need to delete some more stuff.
This is the moment Jack turns around and goes, yeah, it's not that. It's not as big as GTA, which is 57. It's only 56 gig, you know what I mean?
36.
Oh.
That's not that bad.
It's not bad, and then you realise Project Cars is only 20. Right, maybe it's the customisation elements.
I need
Maybe.
a bigger hard drive.
Maybe get one that actually goes into the PS4 this time, and not one that sticks in. I did warn you.
Do you know that the thingy, the what was it? The Xbox One's got 1 terabyte, hasn't it?
I suppose the PlayStation 4 just got announced the other day.
So can you get an upgrade of them? Can you?
If you trade in your PS4 and get a new PS4, you probably could, yeah.
That's a bit shit. No, but you can take the fingers. If
You're allowed to take the terabyte, the original 500 gig hard drive out and replace it with a 1 terabyte one, and it doesn't void your warranty.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But they've actually done that quite clever, because see where the top it is here, right there.
I've took mine apart before.
Look, see where the Sony part is, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
You got the logo. If your dice can actually slide off, and it's just a bit, and you just pull it out.
Like the hard drive?
Well, no, you need a Phillips screwdriver to get the plates off.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean?
I've done it before, so. With that, actually, to be honest. But when I get a terabyte hard drive, which I will do, I'll use that.
Tell me and order me one. And
I'll show you how to do it.
Same
Bring
here.
your
order me one, I'll give you the money for
No,
it.
no, bring your PlayStation in and I'll take it apart for you. I can refresh your database with that and
He's
everything.
going to have to do 2. He's going to have to do mine as well.
That's free then.
Looks like I could just throw you £50 like sort of for us.
A bit more than that. Like 70 quid. For
Fuck off!
yourself.
To take me a PlayStation
No, they're for a
apart.
terabyte. They are.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not charging you 70 quid. I mean, other people probably would. Mate rates, I'll give you 65.
God, 60 quid is pushing it a bit too far.
Oh, I'll go 59 then.
Come on, can you do 58.50? Throw the cushion with that, we could sort it out for you.
And a bonus banquet. Now, I'm going to talk
Fuck
about.
off.
I'm going to talk about another EA game. There's 2 more to talk about after this. We're already at 48 minutes.
We haven't even spoke about American.
And we haven't even got to Ubisoft yet.
Oh god.
Mirror's Edge, lads.
How's the running across the...
Yeah, that's what with the
With
bear
Faith.
that runs for-
Yeah.
And after 7 years, which is when the first one came out, bringing out Catalyst, which isn't a sequel, and it's not a prequel, it's a refresh of the first one. Now that might sound strange, but the plot's sort of different from the first one and everything, it's all restylized. And this is the first... it's a first-person parkour game, but you kick the crap out of people. And one good thing is, for the change, there's no guns in this game. They're not allowed to use guns. It makes a change.
It does make a
It
change.
makes a bloody change to not have to use guns in a fricking game for once. And they said Daisu are the developers. We're talking about bringing the series back and the technology, and you know, obviously the big thing about Mirror's Edge is that it's the politics of corporate dictatorships, which is the corporate businesses in this game run the world rather than governments and stuff. And I know. And
anyway,
they were waiting for the Frostbite engine, the third one, to be ready and launched. Sure enough, it got ready, and then that's when they started working on this new game. I was watching the gameplay of it, and I was like, "So you got a pre-order up yet, game? You got it? Is it ready yet for me?"
Really that good already.
Just look, I loved the original Mirror's
I like
Edge.
the original one.
I loved it so much.
sorry to break it to you, it was originally just on the Xbox. So.
No, it was on PlayStation 3 as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I've been a big fan of it. Fan of it myself, to be honest with you.
It was decent.
I don't know. I'm not big. I like bits of parkour and stuff like that, but it was something that just didn't appeal to me. You know?
I think the problem with the first game is that it used guns,
Yeah, and you got shot everywhere you
and that was the problem. So they've took guns out of it, and now it's made a lot better. I think that's a good idea, because when you've got to actually use your brain to figure out how to kill like 6 guards without any guns, it's going to be a challenge. You're going to hear the rage from his room, because that's what.
Can't even kill one. He's got a sword and everything.
It could be worse. It could be raging from his room. What the fuck?
I would be getting it, so you wouldn't let me rage off that.
But it's sort of. It's because and the other problem it had, there were 2 problems. One, the guns, and the second one was it was a bit linear. It was like you moved from place to place. This one's more open world, and I'm like, now that's the sort of thing that I want to do. That open world Mirror's Edge game, that's spot on. There's a new faction called the Black November, which are terrorists as defined by the ruling class, and it's a lot more politically charged than the first game as well. So, you know, if you see David Cameron being killed by Faith, then you know it's only a positive, isn't it? Just leave it to it. I love the fact that this year E3's just been about female leads.
Good.
Makes a change. So that comes out. They haven't given an official release date, but a lot of people are saying February next year. So if I've got an exam round about that time, then you might as well give me a fail now.
I think we do as well.
Well, you know, what would you rather do? Pass as an accountant or play a game?
Well, after this year's experience, play a game.
Play a game, yeah. Which is what we did.
I'll see you on the dog queue then, boys.
Ain't going no doll. I've got a couple of things lined up.
Bank heists,
Bank heists.
car chases,
chases.
steal a helicopter.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Porn star.
Well, you know, if you're asking.
I'm just pitching a few ideas. Me personally, I'll be happy with, you know.
Millington does Dallas. Obviously, if we're talking about EA, we've got to talk about EA Sports. And if we've got to talk about EA Sports, we know we've got to talk about FIFA.
Hey!
It's FIFA 16, it's coming out, and they were talking about, and everyone's saying exactly the same thing. It's not reinventing the game, they're refining the game. Good, because it needs to be refined, because
After
we need...
yesterday.
Yeah, need to refine how to score him a goal that's open.
Scripted goalkeepers.
That is never going to change.
Handball.
They were saying, no, it won't change that. They'll wait for another 400 years. FIFA, it says, apparently, from the early build that they were playing at the E3 stand, is a lot more tweaked than last year's edition. And he said then, they said it's not been overhauled, it's just been... it's like, instead of overhauling it and doing what they did when FIFA 14 went to 15, they've sort of done what 13 did to 14. So they've just, you know how they've improved certain elements and stuff like that. And there's still more stuff that are going to be announced. But they said that it feels like playing FIFA 15, but the AI movements and all like sort of little problems that were with the game, little problems, not the stuff that we encounter, have all been fixed.
Like hit the bar.
So, like like when actually someone slides tackles from the behind and actually gets the ball, you don't get a card for it, or gets sent off.
Or if you don't even touch him.
Or if you don't even touch.
Penalty. Like I just happened to get nearly some of the time.
Well, the defenders have now got more agility than I've ever seen before. This is according to the statements, and they're saying it's not necessarily harder to score, but they're saying that it feels more natural to score now, rather than seeing someone score from 40 yards out and thinking, oh well, you only have to press R1 and shoot, and then they'll bend it that way. Now they're saying that the defenders are more intelligent and all that stuff, which is going to be really, really hard for co-op seasons when he goes up against a defender. Because your cutbacks aren't going to... Well, his cutbacks aren't going to work anymore. And you're going to be running into trees.
My cutbacks aren't going to work anymore.
My cutback, I barely cut back. No, I actually use fake shot instead. What? No, it's
and the biggest load of bollocks I've heard all year goes to... See, I can catch, Matt.
Yeah, catch it.
And finally, midfielders have also been tweaked, so now they're actually part of the game instead of being pretty much cut out of it. And it's gonna be good, I think, this year. Hopefully, probably not. We can hope, can't we?
If we trade in the game, do we get it cheaper?
Well, that's the case for every game.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. I mean, I'll be trading mine in. I'm trading FIFA 15 for 16. I'm keeping me special edition Liverpool cover though.
Yeah, same way.
But unless they're doing one for 16, and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Now the final little game that I want to talk about here is this beautiful little game that came up, and it's called Unravel. And I've spoke about this before. And you remember when I was talking to you about this thing about yarn?
Not really.
No. Basically, it's this little character called, I think he's called Yarny. I genuinely think he's called Yarny. And little red, you know how like they use for knitting, and they've knitted like a little character together.
Basically like Sackboy.
Little bit like Sackboy in a way, but a lot more emotional would be the right word.
More personal sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Now the Swedish-based Coldwood are the people who've made the game, and this is an indie game as per se, and they were showing this little game off, and the EE press conference, I was sat there, and everyone came out of that press conference after, when they were talking about Unravel, saying that is the sweetest thing I've ever seen in a game in my life. You looked at Sackboy when he first came out and everyone was like, he looks awesome. They looked at this dude, that's such an emotional journey he's been on, and you could genuinely tell the developer, the main guy who was behind the game, looked like I thought he was going to cry at one point when he was on the stage. Genuinely, he couldn't believe he was there talking about his game. And he said he was talking about the story. He said he was walking through the forest with Yanni about 2 years ago, little character thing while he was trying to think of ideas for the game, and he was walking along with him. And he said he never thought he'd be at this stage or anything. The game itself they were talking about, it's supposed to come out this year, not sure when. We're thinking this year. It's going to cost £15.
Sorry?
Yeah, because it's not the biggest game in the world. Now here's a little picture of the fella. If I can just...
I'll pass to put Minecraft. You'll feel it, yeah.
Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I hate when an advert comes up and you go to press close and it clicks up? But
oh yes, would you like your free supply of extra space?
They're talking to me about Santander.
Yeah.
There he is. There he's walking along. The little thing. I can't zoom in. But that's him walking along there, and you've got it. It's like a puzzle game. It's like a little puzzle game. You can just see him above the advert, little red thing.
Yeah, like the little mouse.
Yeah, and you watch him like swing from thing to thing as he's trying to work out which way to go. It's honestly a lovely little game, and I think if I've got the money, spare money, I think I will get it because it just looks like a lovely little game to play. So that's EA done. What do you think? I think they had a good conference for this year.
FIFA might be good. Need for Speed.
Don't say FIFA might be good. We all think it might be good, and then it'll be crap, but
And
we'll
yet
still play it. We'll still play it. It's like all FIFA YouTubers are exactly the same position as we are. They wanted to play PES for a bit, but the problem with PES is that it's...
Shit.
No, it's not that it's even bad, it's just not FIFA. If it was better than FIFA by a mile, they'd play it, but they don't. Which is a shame, because I'm sick of FIFA. Come on, PES, get a move on you. We're winning once.
So what's the next conference?
Well, it's Ubisoft, isn't it?
Oh, well, what? 58 minutes in?
An hour. We're halfway through, lads.
And we've got the worst one to come. Syndicate.
Actually, I'm talking about that first.
I know.
Okay, why do you not like it, Syndicate?
It's not
And don't
Syndicate. It's the Assassin's Creed brand. Talk
to me about Syndicate.
Syndicate actually looks pretty decent, like City.
Yeah, because it's
Settings.
London.
Yeah.
For a change.
I wouldn't mind playing in London, to be fair. Finally, we're home. Woohoo!
Well, can you imagine some of the kids? Oh, mate, I jumped off that building the other day on Assassin's Creed.
Do you know, you do realise that if I went to London again, that I'd do exactly the same thing. Hey mum, you know I was up there the other day.
Yeah, but...
See the Apollo Theatre? I've been there.
And you know that alley, I killed someone down there, you know.
Coppers like that. Fucking hell, get CI5 down there. Nah.
That's the Sweeney, mate. It's
CI5.
the professionals you're looking for.
Oh.
That's CI5, mate. Okay, calm down.
Sorry.
Just make sure next time say MI5. Be just easier.
No, CI5's bad.
Well, CI5 doesn't exist anymore. So, in fact,
Doesn't
CI5.
exist.
No, CI5 was the professionals. It was like MI High. They weren't allowed. They were only allowed. They were going to use MI5, but they weren't allowed But they went. You can use MI9 because that's defunct now. The MI9 was actually a thing. But as we were talking about with Syndicate, I know about MI. Two of the IGN editors were playing through a 20-minute demo of Syndicate. And shall I just summarise both men's opinions?
Go on.
One of them said that they're really excited and looking forward to it. They're saying some of the innovations that they've come up with is incredible.
You mean like the grapple hook, the thing which...
The grapple hook is definitely one of the things that they're saying almost it reinvents the way you travel.
Basically like Batman, go on.
And he said, I'm really looking forward to playing this fully when it comes out. The other guy said, even though it feels a little bit cartoonish trying to run away from the cops in a sense, it still feels like it's going to be more closer to the quality of Assassin's Creed 2 than it is Unity. So both positive points.
Unity was just dreadful though.
Unity was terrible from the moment you started playing it. But you're right there, Mike.
No, back really hurts. Like just the middle of the back.
Basically it means put your pants up.
Shut the fuck up. My ass ain't a fucking painting on it. I know it's beautiful. You don't have to keep walking on it.
If anyone's picking up on him on the mic, then you've got some really good hearing. But both developers were sort of giving a flip side point of it. One of them was positive, the other one was more cautious than anything else. But the one who was cautious did say it feels like it's going to be a good game. Without the online multiplayer stuff, completely gone.
Is that gone now?
Gone. I think that should be a good game. I mean, it's completely disappeared.
You heard me when I was watching the trailer the other day, didn't you?
No.
And it said they introduced the carriage thing into this game. Carriage.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Fucking idiots.
You're like, we're introducing carriages for the first time in the game. Hang on a minute, it was in Assassin's Creed 2, it was in Revelations, it was in 3, like he said. I was like, well done, Ubisoft! Well done!
I worked on Assassin's Creed, it's such a good franchise.
Maybe what they were supposed to say is train carriages and not actual carriages.
Or maybe just jumping on carriages,
which is historically wrong anyway. But Ubisoft being Ubisoft were a bit crafty with their response to it. Yeah, but you're seeing it from the present day person's eye point, and they've put the trains. I was like, that's so bullcrap, but it's so clever. I've got to let it.
What did they say?
They said, right, historically, steam trains were not invented at the time of the common use in 1868, which is when this is set.
It was mainly for.
It was later on, and Ubisoft said, they went, well, you're seeing it from the present day person's viewpoint, and they've imagined trains in there, and I was like,
Oh, that's the bollocks.
no, and I went, that's balls, and I went, but it's bloody genius. Someone in PR's gone,
You're fuck it, let's just give this as a
Yeah, but that means they can put anything they want in it. And
don't worry, we'll be seeing fucking lions and tigers just jumping on people in the next one. But you know, it's got trains in there, I can't complain.
Sherlock Holmes is going to be in there.
Albert Einstein.
Sherlock Holmes, fucking Templar.
Oh.
Sherlock Holmes is a Templar, that'd be funny as hell.
John Watson's a fucking assassin.
I'm sorry about this, old friend.
So
Sorry about this old friend.
So
Start shanking each other with drugs and everything.
as I was saying, Syndicate comes out on the 23rd of October this year. Looking forward to it, gonna get it, gonna pre-order it.
Just get it for a story, nothing else.
That's the only thing it's there for.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of Assassin's Creed games, the story. Not Unity, we don't talk about that one. But
That was fucking shocking.
We've said that.
we told you not to buy it and you still bought it.
Because I wanted Avowed.
And you're gonna listen
You know
next
what?
time.
The DLC was good. I actually thought the DLC they gave us for free.
It's fucking shocking.
There was nothing. Well, to be honest with you, the introduction of the little character was quite cool. I've got his name, the kid. I like the kid, and the fact his relation with her. Please shut that door.
Fuck it.
That's why. Shut it.
It's okay.
No, shut the door.
Okay, what's in here?
Just stuff. Clothes.
His weapons to kill you with.
Yeah,
Quite frankly, I don't want you wearing my clothes, so you can shut the door, mate. But, I'm looking forward to Syndicate. I know you're looking forward to Syndicate, but not AC itself.
Yes.
Why?
You're looking forward to going to bed later, probably.
Even though he's just woken up.
Are you actually going to get Syndicate?
If we say no, don't get it this time.
He has to trust us, doesn't he?
Yes.
I've only been playing Assassin's Creed for 2 years, would you believe it?
I've been playing it long.
I've been playing it ever since it came out.
Yeah, I've only been playing it for 2 years.
The first game I bought was Brotherhood. Well, I did play number 1 first.
I played number 1. I went through the stages.
Yeah, I went through the stages 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations,
Wait,
3,
1, 2.
4, and then 5.
I knew the story from Brotherhood. I mean, from number 2 because of Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And I played Revelations to number 3. Then I went back to 1 and 2. And they just did a straight through.
Number 1 has genuinely got one of the hardest final missions I've ever played.
Oh my god.
Not against Al Mualim.
The Knight.
It's against Robert de Sable. It's so hard. Yeah, when you got all the knights and then you've got to kill de Sable.
I did that in one go. But the final mission against the freaking
Al
assassin.
Mualim.
Yeah, that took me a whole day.
I thought that.
Al Mualim didn't take me long. It took me about 5-10 minutes, but it was the fucking Robert De Sable one.
De Sable, it's so hard.
I did that in one go.
Well, I did it in one go, but the reason why I did it in one go is because I was running around in a circle, so we could catch it as replenishing my health. I was running around.
I just kept counter attacking.
Can't counter attack number 1. It's only block and attack.
No, that's what I'm saying. Block, bang, block.
Anyway, we're going to move it on to the Division, which I know
I've
we're all kind of looking forward. I know he is.
He's definitely. I'm 50.
I am. I'm looking forward to it.
50.
I've been waiting. You said a couple of weeks ago you were looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
you did.
It's one of those with dragging and dragging and dragging.
So is Syndicate.
Why is it dragging? What do you mean by dragging?
It's taking too long to make.
Well,
It's like pissing
Well, you'd rather
on a
them-
fucking wishing
hang on. You'd rather them take the time and fix the
I
game
know.
and any problems
Yeah.
than just release the game.
Yeah. But it's like I said just then, it's like pissing on a wishing well thinking it's going to come faster. You obviously know
I'm kind of scared the fact that he knows what it's like to piss in a wishing well.
because I've done it before.
999, we have a pisser in the room.
It's a long story, I can explain. Don't look at me like that.
You know, kids throw their wishes into that well and you just pissed all over them.
Actually, it was the defunct well. So...
I'm going to talk about the Division and try and put that image out of my head. But with
Why would you
Division...
want an image of me having a piss in a
Because you just put it there! I don't want that image in my head. No one wants that image.
No.
You're weird.
Oh, we could just remind them.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Division because I was watching the gameplay at E3, and they were talking about the co-op and everything, and they were showing off the co-op gameplay, and I was like, okay, I'm a bit sort of baffled by how it works, but I can understand eventually that you've got to go back and forth from points to save stuff. And the good thing about it is, like, you can't go into different zones if you're not at the right level, because you will just get obliterated in 5 seconds, which makes a change.
I like that. I like doing that though. You're running through the fucking hardest zone possible, like on Prototype.
Anyway, I'm going to go on to PlayStation now, because we're nearly there, and I can see Mikey slowly but surely melting into the carpet. And I think it's quite funny that he's doing that, to be honest. You alright, Mike?
No, I'm not.
That sounded nothing like me, you knob.
Wait till you get online tonight, then it will.
After a couple of pints, maybe.
I need alcohol tonight.
Me and Mike are going to be pissed by your feet.
Which one? Shoot!
Yeah.
Sweat!
Mikey, you still can't pass!
Jack's just like that. That's it. I'm not playing FIFA. We used it. By tomorrow morning, we'll be back in like Division 9. Like, yeah, boys, we did good here. What happened to Division 3? Just like, maybe you'd like to look at every single one of our games so far. Yeah. Lost 7-0, lost 20-0, lost 16-0. Oh, these must be defunct, these results here, mate. It's not right in the end, these.
It said, I'm going to talk about the first game that came out on PlayStation. And the first game, I've been waiting for 10 frickin' years for this game. It's been in development for 10 years, and it's been 5 years since it last appeared at E3. It was originally trying to be made for the PS3.
Perfect.
No, it's a game that I absolutely love, and it's called The Last Guardian. Now, I can understand you two probably not being heard of this, because if a game disappears for 5 years, you're probably going to forget about it, apart from the big fans, such as myself. If you want me to explain the game to you, basic.
One now. If not, just go on to press 2. We'll go on to the next topic.
They pressed 1. So
I love that as my elevator music if I was ever been to.
He said
that is my whole music, you know. I actually have it as my whole music.
He said though,
Oh,
Yoshida did say about the game, he said the reason why it got delayed so long is because there was sort of disagreements between him and Sony about how the way it should be run and everything and such. The only way I can really explain this to game to you is like, you play a kid who befriends this is going to sound so strange trying to explain it, a dog that's injured but it's massive and it's got wings and it can fly.
that sounds Japanese.
Like,
It is made by Team Japan.
You can tell just by that.
Oh, what they call it? It's like, oh, I know what you mean.
If I can get a picture of it, which I can't.
I know what you mean though. Like, I've got it in me, like a lion, or just like a dog. Like
Dog with wings.
There you go. It can fly. It doesn't look like it can in that picture. The thing on the right.
Yeah, I can tell. Not
Where
the
is
fucking bits of wood on the left.
That has wings.
It can fly. I've seen part of it fly, unless it can just really jump massively, which it could do. But it looks like it can fly.
Final Fantasy 7.
I'm going to get to that in a bit.
Sorry.
But the last I've been waiting for this game for so long. Nearly 10 years. I didn't see it when it first came out, but I did. I did see E3 and I was just like, oh, I need that game. That comes out next year, or if you're really lucky, 2026. If you want to wait another 10 years. And as I was going to say before Matty said it, I was going to talk about Final Fantasy
That actually
7
looks pretty damn decent, you know.
being remade.
Which
It
one?
looks pretty decent.
Number 7,
Which one's number 7?
the best one. The best one.
It's an RPG basically now, where you can roam around in a car with 3 other people. You got Cloud and all the others.
Or there's no new character this. Just get that bloody tray then if you're going to eat that. But for fuck's sake. Now you can clean that up. Now.
I want it.
You can clean that whole bloody thing up.
Keep maintenance crew on the scene, yeah.
You wouldn't even have to have maintenance crew if you could get it out properly. People, if you don't know what he's done, he's got like freaking peach loops things and like loads of sugar, and it's all falling onto my bed.
Pick it up.
No, you can get it all off. See, this is why my mum hates him sitting on the bed. She has to clean up after all these crap.
Oh my god, you prick. You just moved all that sugar I had together. Why does your mum have to clean up your bed?
No, she cleans. All mums do. Well, maybe your mum doesn't, but ours
because
does.
it's one of them. You clean your mum's fucking room.
Mum cleans my room for me, and I've got no say in the matter. Otherwise, I would.
I have to clean my room.
I keep mine clean anyway. I keep it clean until you come.
I don't come.
Do you want to keep taking your time, Mike? Come on.
We'll keep talking.
I'm trying to keep talking, but this is gripping.
It's like the slowest cleanup ever.
Well, actually, I'm making sure I get the majority of the sugar.
All of the sugar, not the majority, Mike. All of the sugar.
Yeah, look, there.
Stole that too? Come on. Make a cleaner out of you, yeah? Now shine his shoes. They're your socks.
Sniff the feet.
Keep going, come on. Still here. That's a bit weird, right?
Wow, that's weird.
What are you doing?
He's gonna get down to the floor and just tell.
Put the tray.
That's why.
Put the tray.
See?
And then you've just wiped the rest of it on the sodding floor.
It happens because it's all there.
He's a
He
twat,
is.
isn't he? Yeah, if he ever crashed, he'd always make other people clean.
I'm going to talk about Final Fantasy because after that deviation from the story, put the tray. I don't trust you anymore with anything. I want that tray right there. That's better, Jeremy Beadle. Now, do you know the funny thing about Final Fantasy VII? It's like the remake of this. The director didn't even know he was in charge of the project.
Really?
Oh, he didn't have a clue. Right, he was making it. He was doing, and he literally had been in development for about 1.5 years while he was remaking it. It was only until he seen an internal presentation he went, wait, hang on a minute. And he's seen his name come up on the finger. And the people who were making Final Fantasy VII, all of them, including the director, didn't have a clue that they were remaking it. They just thought it was going to be like a sequel in a split era. They didn't know it was a remake.
Tells you they're fucking fans of it. Like.
And fans have got nothing to do with it.
This actually looks pretty decent.
I know, even I was sat there, and I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy series because there's about 420 million of them.
Don't remind me.
There's more than 12. More than 12.
Like 20.
Isn't 15 supposed to be coming out on Nintendo next year as well?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Don't remind me which one is number 7 on the PS1, was it?
It was in the 90s, yeah. Final Fantasy VII was the best one. That's all you need to know.
This one is like proper. It's like
Show me a picture of it.
I can't know.
oh, what's it?
Just you might as well literally just watch the trailer. The trailer sums it all up for you. As soon as you watch it, you're like, yeah.
Have you seen the gameplay of them trying to take down the beasts?
Oh, I look good. Oh, really good.
Thunder coming from a sword.
It's the one where you get like the mages and stuff.
It's Cloud and all the others. 4 characters.
It's really hard to explain the characters.
It's
to
like
something
someone
that
gets
came in the
kidnapped
90s.
at the beginning or something like that, is it?
Hey?
I can't remember which one I had.
Right. I can talk about my game now.
I haven't talked about my.
You
DLC
spoke about
yet.
4 games. Yeah, I spoke about my deal. I spoke about my game now. Spoke about my game now.
No,
You spoke about 4
I
different
haven't
games.
actually spoke about the games. Horizon Zero Dawn is the game I wanted to talk about.
I knew it would be. Can I speak about mine next after that?
Yours was Battlefront?
DLC.
Which one?
Batman.
Do it now.
Batman DLC. Right. The game is brilliant. The story wise, yes. Gameplay gets a bit boring after a while. DLC is basically the Red Hood, Batgirl, and a little more little skins, which is
Isn't there a Harley Quinn thing?
shit.
Yeah, you had to.
That's with the pre-order bonus. I haven't used that yet though. I don't know why. The DLC's coming out for 6 months, one thing every month for 6 months, and that's about it. The Red Hood thing looks most promising now. That's it. Your turn.
Do you know how we actually speak about stuff at length and he just goes, this,
Right,
this,
this once
done.
every 6 months. It literally is like going to the doctors, isn't it? Right, you need to come here every
I feel like I need
to
go to the doctors after this
I need to make sure your
podcast.
prescription's alright, and don't forget, you've got to have it before and after your meal, Mr. Millington. You've got to have the steroids before and after, and Mr. Keating, stop, taking.
Can I just have the lethal injection already? That's how I feel like after how I feel after him talking about a DLC.
Oh, thanks, guy.
Oh,
You're welcome.
It's a
Matty.
confidence builder, it's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder I didn't do this fucking presentations.
Oh shit. Yeah.
No,
Or Morris.
that's not the worst one.
Or Morris.
What up, kid?
That's the fucking worst one. I went, yo, what up, kid? With the hand movement.
And
just went
everyone
in the
was
open
like,
fucking room.
what are you doing? Even I was sat there and it was like, what are you doing?
Even the teacher was like,
What are you doing?
Just imagine Jack just like getting up slowly.
Even the
getting his chair, just-
even the people watching the security cameras like, what are you doing? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Actually,
Come
looks
on.
pretty decent.
Come on, that
You can tie monsters to the floor now as well.
set in a beautiful open world, and nature has reclaimed the Forgotten City now. Set about 1,000 years after some sort of disaster wiped out virtually mankind. Mankind's now no longer the dominant species, it's these machines. Now, you play as Aloy. I must stress it's Aloy, not Alloy. And she's a young outcast from a tribal society, and she's learned to hunt these machines. And as you hunt these machines, you try and unravel the mysteries around it. And one thing that Guerrilla Games are saying about this is that if you didn't know who Guerrilla Games are, they're the people who made Killzone. And she said, and the developer said, like, you have to learn the animals and how they behave. There is no tutorial for this game. You have to learn how to take down those big beasts yourself. You see the little watches and stuff like that came up on the demo, and I was sat there like, we've got to learn how to do all that.
A game without a tutorial, that would be brilliant.
No tutorial at all.
I'm going to sit out on this one, mate.
Because Mikey can't play a game where he doesn't know how to do something.
Like try.
There's lots of crafting and stuff in this as well, and apparently the most dangerous machines in this aren't even the biggest ones. Apparently there's little ones out there that we haven't seen yet that can kill you in an instant. So that's going to be one that I love the look of this game. I mean, it looks brilliant. All the detail in it, the idea of machines, and the other thing is the story revolves around not just figuring out who you are and where the tribe goes from where they are at the minute and stuff like that. It's like, how the hell did the machines get to this point where they're at now? Who put them there? How did they? There's like 6 or 7 different plot lines going on, and I love the look of it, and I know you do, Matty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you because I don't know if you've watched it or not.
Doesn't talk to me.
Well, it's not supposed to talk to you.
No,
It's
but
supposed to.
it doesn't grab me attention.
Have you even watched it?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
So it's sort of like a survivalist sort of.
He hasn't watched it.
Yeah, in a way, saying it's true. Survival against a robot.
No.
Pretty sure said as though it was it, so.
Well, he has just heard about it, to be fair to him. I think he probably needs to watch it again.
It doesn't jump on me.
It's not supposed to jump on you. It's a game. But they were all saying that, like, they're trying to fill the open world gap between GTA and Skyrim. Sort of in that, and they were saying the map sizes are sort of like comparable to games that have come out lately. So they're saying the sizes of Skyrim to The Witcher size,
Which is
massive. Yeah, so that's all PlayStations and Xbox. Well, it's just PlayStation only. Sorry, all PlayStations are probably going to break.
Yes.
There'll be a new error report, won't it? What's happened here? I was playing. Oh, okay then. Yeah, we'll just refund you and send you another one. Sorry.
There you go. I'm looking forward to
Oh,
it.
and by the way, you can have 1 terabyte instead of 500k. Yeah, buddy.
Haven't we just talked about that like half an hour ago?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That they'll probably do. Yeah, you have a terabyte instead.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. Can I just make a point? Something that when we were talking about Xbox before. You know Forza Motorsport 6 is coming with a limited edition console, right? You know when you switch it on and off, it makes car noises. So if you're a 6-year-old, then that's a cool sort of thing to have.
Sound, I'm getting it.
Same. As well as that Tom Clancy stuff.
Yeah, so you need to sell your Xbox One then.
I haven't got one.
I'm pointing at them.
Oh.
I thought you were pointing at the window.
I thought you were putting either him or the window. That fella over there.
Yeah, you're over there, mate. Yeah, you need to sell that.
You'll be pleased to know we've only got 3 more things to talk about.
Oh, I've got half an hour left.
God.
You can go as soon as this is done. Mikey, it's your turn.
Right, gents. Destiny. Have you liked it so far?
You need to sit up, mate. Get your arse up off the floor.
I'm getting me a cookie while you're at it.
And his tray.
Tray.
Don't throw it, it's got
You just
stuff on
threw
it.
it.
I didn't throw it. I'm confused. Right. As you know, Mr. Millington, Destiny. Have you liked the House of Wolves and the Dark Order?
Well, I think the game's brilliant now that I've played the DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have been stuck playing the normal Destiny, I might have probably not gone back to it as excited as I am at the minute.
The Taken King, lads. Have you heard much about it?
You know we have.
Don't talk
Because you've been
about
talking about it non-stop.
Yeah, you know we have.
it. Never mind. Right. New weapons, new abilities, new subclasses, new maps, new weapons, new fucking everything really. Basically, point of story is Crota. For those who don't know, the guy you kill. He's the hive boss, mate.
You might want to speak a bit louder.
It's the hive boss, Matty, alright? You kill him, Daddy not very happy, i.e. the Taken King. Taken King one head of Guardian, i.e. not me. Because I won't get that far, to be honest with you. So, but anyway, basically, he's trying to get revenge, and then you basically kill him, basically. You basically just, yeah.
He did so well. For his 2 games that he did so well, and he gets to the DLC and he's like...
I'm trying to think what to say, though. This is the thing, it's quite hard.
Basically, people...
Fuck
it's
off. Shut up.
I actually have an article here, so...
Yeah, because you're a fucking cheating bastard, that's why you can't remember.
I remembered everything about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, before the hyena starts laughing, yeah, it's basically your guardian, Ulrich, I think it is.
No.
Eric.
It's not Eric, is it?
Yes, that's really going to be a scary name. Yeah, that's Eric.
I think the name Eric could have died out by the time we did Space. Who's heard of a space lieutenant who's in any way famous called Eric?
Hi guys. Like he's just going to go, oh hey.
I'm trying to write it.
Oh, it's
If there was an Eric alive in that sort of time, he'd be a janitor.
Eric to aisle 4.
Let's talk
Eric
about
to aisle
Destiny.
4.
Come on.
Obviously, as you know, for the new subclasses, for the supercharged,
Don't touch my foot.
Get out the fucking way.
No.
Abilities. So for Hunter, Stormbow.
Which
Gravity bow,
is basically a bow and arrow that flames on.
The Titan gets a badass fiery hammer. Oh,
I think the bow and arrow's better than the hammer, to be honest.
And then
What's the wall?
What's the Titan gonna do? Just fix his walls. Bangs in nails.
Hole's going. Ding, ding, ding.
Do you know what'd be really cool is like if you got the hammer, it slowed down time and you just went cling all across the nails and you just went and split across.
I believe I can fly.
And the warlock gets
Like
an electrical charge.
Yeah.
Which, if you see it in action, which someone has, he says it's even more badass than seeing the Titan and the Hunter. That remains to be seen. Because I looked at that bow and arrow and I was like, it's time to dust off the time to dust off the warlock and put him into the retirement home for a bit.
It's one of them, like, I'm looking at it thinking, don't know. But the minute I see the weapon, they're like,
it's not going to cost 40 quid anymore either.
How much?
Now, you see, there was a big controversy because the creative director of The Taken King came across as basically Bungie's biggest knobhead. And they were saying, and he was talking about how people who wanted to buy the collector's edition, who want to get The Taken King, had to buy, even though they probably already had it, the game, the original game, and the 2 previous DLCs with it. So that means you're buying it twice.
edition? The new one they're making.
This is the new one, The Taken King, and he was coming across as like, well, you know, that means you get it again. I was like, but people have, and the interview was trying to explain this to him, and he was saying, but they've already got the game. Well, you can get the collector's edition with all new stuff. And he went, but they've already got the game, so why would they have to pay for it again? And he couldn't seem to comprehend an answer, and he came across as a knob. He later apologised and understood what he meant. Finally, his thick head understood what was going on. They've now announced that it's going to be released separately. They say it's going to cost maybe 20 quid.
I'd be happy with 20 quid to play it.
Which is fat, but I mean, I'd have been happy with 40 quid if it's a big expansion, to be honest.
Or 20 quid. So.
Apparently, I can't confirm that. We can only find out in September when it comes out. I haven't got a date for it because it hasn't been set. But all that matters is get a bow and arrow.
Or get a hammer.
Flame on.
Fantastic football reference there.
I know. And he's no Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
He's not black for the kick-off.
And you know, Mr. Fantastic.
That movie's going to confuse the fuck out of me.
Out of it. Yeah, for you it is, yeah.
Sorry, I thought on the last version, they were brother and sister.
They are brother and sister.
They are brother and sister, except they're black and white. Don't ask me what Fox does with things. We're not talking about films, we're talking about games. 2 more to go. First one's F1 2015.
Can't wait!
I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I want to take him on the first corner.
Online championships, lads.
Legacy Ferrari.
Instead of co-op. Is that a positive thing? Okay, it's a championship nonetheless.
No, because we all know I'm going to at least do good for one race.
Corner.
We all know who's going to take me out on the last corner. And Jack's then going to go steamrolling past the both of us.
I love the way he's created this image, but in actual fact it would be Jack's already in front and it's you two battling and kicking the crap out of each other, and then one of you gets disqualified. Most likely him. Or he'll be leading the race by some miracle, driving really well, and then as soon as the tiniest amount of pressure is applied on him, he'll go. All you'll hear from his headset as you see his car starts like, no! Did you hear it when we were on Cadwell? Oh my god. People, we were driving... I'm sorry to come off track here. It's actually to do with Project Cars, which is what I'm talking about in a minute, but we were playing at Ginetta's going around Cadwell Park, and he was somehow leading the race, probably because I got T-boned off at one point, and you brake checked him for some strange reason.
Yeah, and then you tried to deny. No, it didn't.
Which is clearly obvious you tried to brake check him. And I was catching him. I thought, I'll just put the pressure on him for now. And if it gets to the 5th lap, then I'll make the move. And as I was putting the pressure up, you come at the top of the hill, all you hear from Keating Manor is this, no! And then I have to go around the outside of him because he's coming on the track, and that's the worst part of the hill, which is the camber part. Car lost the back end, went onto the grass, and this is all I hear from Keating. Oh no, just what are you doing? Well, I've clearly gone off the track, Mike. It's kind of obvious I've had to avoid you. Anyway, I overtook him later in the lap.
You forgot something there.
What?
I was right behind both of you.
All you heard then was, Michael, keep it fucking down.
Yeah, that's from his dad, yeah. But swinging it back around.
Racing. Don't give a shit if you're racing. Keep it down there.
As I was saying about F1 2015, graphics look spot on. 2014 is going to be included in the DLC with it
for
the season. Don't know. I hope it is. I don't see any reason
I've
why
already got it, like,
I don't
Alec
see.
Abbott again.
I don't see why Codemasters should make you pay for a DLC because there's nothing worth paying for.
No.
So it probably will be. Mana's going to be released as well on a day one update. Steve-O!
Look at him, little boy. Oh yes, Mana are going to be.
No, do you know why? It's because I want to do a proper career mode and put it on YouTube as the struggles of Steve-O. Watch Will Steve-O win the champion. Basically, Will Stevens, if you've never heard him, people, he basically sounds like a double glazing salesman. He got taken off by Gross and he went, what's he doing? He's basically took me off the track. What am I supposed to do? Just drive off it? It was just like, that's his double glazing salesman right there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
You've got
really...
single pane glass, mate. What do you expect me to do? Just
I know Grosjean was disappointed, but come on, man, the service was terrible. 2 Project Cars now, people. It's the last thing. I'm going to talk about the update. You'll be done. It'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you mean 10 minutes?
Because the big 2.0 patch is coming in.
Is it?
Yeah, they're bringing in a new patch.
Oh, please say that stops all the random.
You ready for this? It's one of those big lists again.
Okay, name it. Go. Shoot.
Shh. Online and community events. This is the first part. Multiplayer search filter for skill now will find all the criteria for you look for. So if you're looking for pro, it will now search for full damage, forced cockpit mode, mechanical failure, and so forth. Also for the PS4, it fixes an issue where after the PS4 resumes from rest mode, no network features can be used. So that's that sorted. Controls have been adjusted so that when people are trying to skip down through the gears, to try and blow the engine on purpose, that's being stopped. And it's also improving the steering wheels. The menu input's now going to change. The gear shifting is going to be changed. And all that sort of stuff. I'm coming into the physics and AI because I'm just skipping through some of the less wheel pad stuff. Physics now, stop touching my leg.
I'm not touching your fucking leg. My jeans are touching your leg, which are attached.
I don't give a toss. Physics and AI. The AI have been slowed down in the rain when using racing tyres to make them better balanced because the AI are insanely quick in the wet. Kind of like F1 2014 and 2013. The AI tyre wear rate has been improved to match your own tyre rate of wear. The slicks and rain tyres, they've been adjusted to the wear again. The heating of the tyres now is being changed too.
Thank God for that.
It could make it worse, it could make it better. It's making it more realistic. I don't know which way that'll swing.
His tyres are going to pop, mine are going to go on fire.
It's also adjusted the tyre temperature sensitivity on several cars. Adjusted the rain tyres to be generally more sensitive to overheating and less efficient in the dry. Spot on. It's bloody hard to do it anyway at the minute, so it's going to be even harder now.
Can it at least add a Nissan GT3?
Can I get to what I'm trying to do?
No.
If you're in a big lobby and like a tight track, it's improved the AI navigation to less collisions during cramped race start. So anyone who's raced around Monaco will have seen that picture.
Or if you.
It's also improved the detection of other cars during cornering and improved clean overtaking rather than being the drive club overtaking cars. Improved the AI pitting logic. Reworked the AI's fueling logic. Fixed an issue where the AI would set impossible lap times during races with pit stops. I've not seen that one before. That's new to me. It'll also make the AI pit as soon as possible when they're on low fuel. It's also reduced the effect of damage when you've got cooling aero damage, because usually your engine overheats if you get a little bit of aero damage, which is the problem that I suffered with in the Le Mans race series. I always kept getting bumped into and then bumped into someone else. It was like a domino effect. So that happened. Bump starts are now going to be working properly on all cars if you're using a wheel. One thing I did notice in this thing is like it's improved the AI where it will no longer run wide at the bus stop chicane. Have you seen that?
No.
I've seen that. The AI go into the first part of the bus stop chicane fine, and then they go left. It's around Spa. And
they all go off.
And all go off. So they fix that. They go completely off, yeah. Tracks, all performance optimization's done. So it helps the overall smoothness, which will help our PlayStations. on Xbox Ones if you use it on there. Track cuttering tolerances have been reduced on all tracks. So if you've ran wide in some places where it's a bit harsh, then they, etc, etc. There's also fixed an issue where a pit crew character would at times appear floating above the racetracks. I haven't seen that. I know it exists, but I haven't seen it myself. Some rendering stuff. See what? Oh yeah, one in Brno is it's fixed the garage to prevent the AI from getting stuck on the right side wall when exiting the garage. So when you're driving along, sometimes the AI will go dee dee dee, they get stuck on the wall.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Or
and it's also fixing an issue where if there's more than 20 cars in a race, the 21st car would slide into the pits always for some reason. Don't know why it did that. Unless you were 21st, then you get away with it. And there's some things in career mode. The vehicles have been made more accurate. And there's loads of general stuff, like the audio's been rebalanced and everything. So there's a lot of stuff coming.
When's this update coming?
Soon.
Have they added it?
Last time they did an update like this, it came within 2 weeks.
Sound.
So it could be here within 2 weeks. It could be here within
As soon as F1 comes out.
I'll still be playing Project Cars.
I'll still be playing F1.
I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know whether he's going to get F1 or he's going to get Project Cars. We'll keep on it.
Are you going to get F1, Mikey? I need to so I can crash.
I think he's going to have to, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to.
It's like what I did with FIFA. I had to get it.
One last thing, gents, before we go, or before Matty has to go. Guess what's been announced as a sequel to a popular game
Battlefield?
that we all play.
We all play FIFA, we all play Destiny, we all play Project Cars.
GTA.
Oh, not another one.
Well, they're obviously making a GTA 6, but that's not what I was going to say.
What is it then?
Frickin' hell, man.
My leg's heavy.
Give me that.
It's a game we all play.
It's a game we all play.
Now. Or used to.
I'm not giving that away.
COD.
Wrong.
I give up.
Want to tell you?
You've guessed twice. FIFA and Destiny.
Do you want to give up?
Yeah.
No.
I need to get
Oh,
going.
not like he's got to go.
I've got to go. Just give up.
Alright, just this once.
Project Cars 2.
Fucking hell, really?
Already. Yep. It's got hill climbing in it. It's got D1 drifters in it.
Yes! Yes! Get in there!
Shut the
Oh, yeah.